Hey guys, EagleGarrett here, and today's the day we have all been waiting for, the review of the Samsung Galaxy S3 for AT&T. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump right on into the review, and the first thing I want to mention is the box for the Galaxy S3. And the only reason I want to give this a shout out is because Samsung has done a #1 stand-up job on the presentation of this device. When you're going to buy a brand new device at $199 on contract, you want a high-end device, you want something that's going to be good, and you want to feel like you're getting your money's worth. And Samsung went ahead and made this box that just looks different than anything else. It's got the on the blue version here, it's got the holographic kind of color changing letters, and then you know, the box is just a nice box. So when you first see this, when you first get it, you just feel like you're getting a nice high-end device. And so Samsung, great job on the box, looks excellent. Another thing is that you get in the box, you get a new charger. Of course, it's going to look the same as any other charger, except for the cord feels a lot better. You get these nicer USB ends right here. This is just nicer than some of the other cords that I've received. So the charger feels a lot nicer. And the other thing is, you get some nice white headphones. And these are actually these are an upgrade from the black ones that used to come with the previous devices. And I don't know if this will zoom in. There we go. You got the silver accents there with the white device, or the white headphones rather. And it looks good with the device, that's what I'm thinking. So anyway, haven't opened those yet, but planning on doing that soon. Let's jump right into the device itself. Here is the Galaxy S3. We're going to go ahead and flip it on here. Whoops, I just got a text message. Hey, I got a text message, so I want to show you something really cool. See that light at the top there? That is the LED notification indicator. And that is going to flash whenever you get an email, text message, notification from, you know, Facebook or Instagram or something like that. It flashes and lets you know. And that is something that they brought back with the S3. So if it's sitting there on the table, you glance over, you see your light flash, and you're like, oh, okay, I need to check my phone. I didn't hear it go off, or maybe it vibrated, something like that. Also, 1,000 points to anybody who can get the ringtone that just went off there. If you could hear that, if you can guess what that video game is, what that ringtone is from, what video game that ringtone is from, rather, then 1,000 points to you, and leave me a comment, let me know what you think it's from. If you didn't hear it, maybe it'll go off here in a minute, and you can take another stab at it. So, anyway, another thing I want to point out, let's see if we can look at this. Can you see, let me let this zoom in real quick. I just want to show you the detailing inside of the phone here. This is this is plastic. This phone is plastic, believe it or not, but it looks like brushed metal. And this is the Pebble blue version. So the phone itself is going to have that brushed metal look on it, which I find very, very nice looking, very attractive. But it's actually just plastic under the glass. So the entire back of the phone looks the same way, but I've got this case on it, which is actually by Casemate, and I'm not going to take that off because I put it on there right when I got it, so there's no fingerprints on this phone other than on the front here. But I also have the screen protector on the front, as you can see, so I just don't want to mess it up, so I'm not going to take that off. But I like the Pebble blue version. I think that it looks very, very nice. The white version looks nice as well, but I don't know, that brushed metal is just very attractive to me, so I went ahead and went with that. But also, I heard rumors of a red version on AT&T coming out. I don't know when that's coming out, but that might be something to check out as well. I didn't want to wait that long, so I went ahead and got this. But needless to say, let's jump into the phone. You can actually turn the phone on two ways. There's a power button right here that you can flip on and it'll turn the screen on, or you can just push the physical home key right there. And the physical home key, you know, that's a nice feature because a lot of the phones until now, none of the Galaxy devices have actually had a physical button, and that is not going to zoom in, is it? Well, no big deal. Anyway, you can press this and it'll turn your screen on. And when it turns your screen on, then you have the ability to swipe your screen open, or you can just play with the ripple effect, which is what I like to do. You hear that sound? Very responsive touchscreen, and then to open it, you just swipe across and it unlocks your screen for you. I've, of course, customized the backgrounds. I got these backgrounds from the Zedge application, which I have a widget for over here. And this will actually scroll through your backgrounds as well for you, or open the app. So if you haven't checked out Zedge, that's Z-E-D-G-E. That is one of the best applications to get on the Android market for wallpapers and ringtones, and they even have games now and live wallpapers and all that kind of crazy cool stuff. So anyway, check them out. Download that app. But anyway, Great phone. A couple things I want to mention. There's a couple of quick shortcuts that this phone has integrated in. For instance, if we're at the lock screen and we need to go to our camera real quick, then I can just hold this and turn the phone sideways, and it's going to unlock my camera. And that's kind of a shortcut to get quick access to your camera. Another way to get quick access to your camera from your lock screen is you can put a camera icon down here at the bottom, and see you can actually customize down here at the bottom. You can customize these icons, and so if you grab one and swipe from that one, it's going to take you into that application. So it took me into my camera here, and by the way, the camera is very nice on this phone. Instantaneous shutter speed, no lag whatsoever. So and then you can go in here and look at it. It's going to load it up, and you know, we don't want to keep that because we don't have a need for that. We're going to delete it. But it's a very nice camera, and you can also take videos and pictures at the same time. And so you know, you never have to choose between the two. If you want to take a video and then there's a, you know, you can tell there's a picture that you're going to want to keep or take, then you don't have to go back through and try to get the frame out of the video or whatever. Just take the picture. There's an application, there's a button rather. Let me turn this over to video mode here. And when you videotape, there's this button right up here, and it takes pictures while you're videoing. So that is too cool in my opinion. Something that I will probably wind up using quite a bit, and it just makes the camera so much more user friendly, and something that we can all relate to. Because you've always had that moment where you're like, do I take video? Do I take a picture? I don't know. Well, let's just take video, you know, or let's just take pictures. Now you don't have to choose, so I like that. Good job, Samsung there. A lot of the newer high-end devices are coming with this feature. HTC One X also has this, but you know, I've used both phones. I've seen both phones, and I like this Galaxy S3. There's a couple other things I like about it. To take a screen capture shot, anytime you're anywhere. Let's say that let's go into Facebook here, and this will also you can see the kind of the speed of everything here. So we take up Facebook, and look at that. What is at the top there? What does this say? Let me let this zoom in. Where's it at? Come on. Well, my camera does not want to autofocus. That is about the worst time ever. But anyway, at the top here, it is actually Samsung Mobile USA. Share photos with your friends instantly, only on the Galaxy S3. So it's a little article about the Galaxy S3. They're talking about Buddy Photo Share, I believe, and that's where you can actually turn this on and link it up to other Galaxy S3 devices. And while you're taking pictures, if your friends are taking pictures and you're taking pictures in the same vicinity, then it'll actually send the pictures to everybody's device that's linked up together. So if you got 3 friends that all have Galaxy S3s, then you can all be taking pictures at an event or a party, and then you're all going to get everyone else's photos. So that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, you never know. But anyway, I think it's interesting that this was on here. So let's say I'm like, oh, that's cool, I want to send that to my friends. Well, I want to capture this whole screenshot. The way I do that is I literally just take my hand, go across the screen like that, and it is going to take a screen capture shot of that whatever's on my screen. And so let's say I go back here, I'm going to go into my gallery. Let me find this real quick. Okay, so screenshots right here, and there it is. That is the Facebook screen capture. It says screenshots up here at the top, and that's the screen capture that we just took. And then I can send that as a photo. I can write on it if I want to. I can do whatever I want with that. I'm actually going to throw it away because I don't need this. But anyway, that's an option you have. So something that I really enjoy about this. Another thing that I want to show on here is the fact that the screen itself is very, I mean, you've got good viewing angles on this, and of course the light's kind of reflecting, but you know, I can still see that it's 427 with the screen tilted like almost flat. I mean, this would be flat right here, so 427. I mean, viewing angles on this are amazing, and this 4.8-inch screen, 720p HD display. I think it's actually Super AMOLED. This is just a great display. I mean, this is a beautiful phone, beautiful display, very smooth, responsive. You notice that the applications are just going blazing fast. I just clicked something. Yep, clicked my calendar. Whoops, my bad. But very, very fast, very responsive. I mean, just hardly any lag at all. There is a little tiny bit of lag every once in a while, but I usually notice it whenever I'm going between, like, let's say from here to the news widget. If it's a big widget that has a lot of information on it, sometimes there'll be a lag. It's not going to do it for me right now because it's on its best behavior, I guess. But you know, even the very few times that I've noticed a tiny little hint of a glitch or something, it's not been bad at all. So you're not going to regret getting a Galaxy S3. I do also, there are a couple things I do want to talk about, just so you know, on the front side, some things that I've noticed about the phone, and they're just things that you'll need to know for future reference. But I had a couple of little issues. The first one was with the heat of the device. Actually, when I first got this device, I went ahead and bought it, started charging it, and started using it. And while I was doing that, the phone got really, really hot. I just noticed that it was getting hotter than almost any other phone I've ever used, and I did not understand why. I think it was because I was on 4G LTE. I was using GPS for about 20 minutes straight with the screen on. I had a lot of other stuff running. I think that is why it. I think that's why it actually wound up getting so hot. But it got blistering hot, and I was just like, man, I'm kind of worried about this. I started looking up stuff online. I saw that an Irish guy had talked about how his had exploded. Come to find out, that was actually his fault, and it wasn't. The phone didn't explode from the inside out. So I think he probably put it in a microwave or something stupid like that. But he did something to the phone that actually wound up causing it to explode. So if you hear about these exploding, there's never been one that's actually exploded yet by the phone itself. It's been an external cause. Somebody else has done something to the phone to make it explode. But anyway, so the phone itself has been great. It does get hot. The other thing I've noticed is that, okay, notice my battery life up here. Let's see if I can get this to focus. This has the worst time focusing for some reason. No, it's not going to focus. Anyway, you can't see it up there, but there it is right there. The percentage, the battery percentage, you actually get a percentage next to your battery, and I haven't modded this or anything. This comes with the phone. It's an option. And so I've been really conscious about my battery percentage, the battery life, that sort of thing. Let's go into the battery here. I've got a little quick link to it. This phone has been on for 8 hours, 53 minutes, and let's make sure it's completely updated here. 8 hours and 44 minutes. And basically it's at 52%, which means that I should get, theoretically, 16 to 17 hours of battery life out of this if I keep going at this rate. I haven't been using it a lot, though. I've been using it for a little bit of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, that sort of thing. But the other day, yesterday, I actually was I was at 7 hours of battery usage. I was 7 hours up here, and my phone was at 5% battery life. Now, granted, I had been using it for everything. I'd been watching YouTube videos on it. I had been surfing the web, surfing Facebook, surfing Twitter, Instagram, email, texting, talking on the phone. Of course, watching the videos, like I said, downloading stuff, downloading new wallpapers from Zedge, doing a lot of stuff like that. And the phone itself got me about 7 hours of battery life. That is not good in my book. This has a 2100 milliamp battery in it, which is the only thing bigger than this battery on AT&T is the Galaxy Note, which has a 2500 milliamp battery. And what that means is that all other phones, for instance, the Galaxy S2, the HTC One X, they have a battery within the range of 1650 to 1850 milliamps. So you're looking at 1,650 milliamps to 1,850 milliamps on average. Now, this phone has 2100, so I was like, this phone's going to blow everybody out of the water. It's going to be getting like, 20 hours of battery life. I have a Samsung Focus S that gets about 20 hours of battery life on a regular day of usage. So I thought, well, this phone's going to blow that out of the water. I mean, it's going to be amazing. But I guess because of the HD display and all of the new features that are on this phone, it gets a lot less than that. And so I've been testing out the battery, trying to see whether, there's a battery issue or whether it's just, that's what the phone is, itself, it's going to be that 15, 16, 17 hours of battery life. I'd like to get at least 20 out of this in a given day. If I could get 20 hours of battery life out of this, I would be a happy camper. But I don't know if it's going to happen. Anyway, we'll see. But Point is, the battery life has been a little bit of an issue. The other thing that I've noticed besides it getting hot and battery life is that I've had trouble getting my Facebook contacts to sync up with my Gmail contacts. On my older phones, that was not a problem. You load your contacts from Gmail, and if you went ahead and synced up your Facebook with your phone, then all of their pictures and information automatically appeared. Well, on this phone, it does not do that. For some reason, my contacts do not sync up with Facebook, and Facebook doesn't even sync up to my phone. It seems like it says it's synced, but I don't see any contacts. So I don't know what that's about. I'm still looking into that and doing some research, but you know, we'll figure that out. It's not a huge deal if it doesn't work, but you know, you want your phone to work properly, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Other than that, though, this phone has been brilliant at everything else that I've done with it. Videos, let me show you this. This is actually a really cool feature. We're going to go to I've got a little folder set up right here, and it's got all my main apps that I use. Down here we've got the video player. I love this. I love this. It shows you, let's do a list here. Nope, thumbnails. It shows you the videos you have on your phone. It shows you all of them like playing. Like they're literally playing as you're looking at the thumbnail. So you can see, this is my band from high school right up here, a little music video we did. This is Muse. Anchorman is playing. I mean, you literally are watching the video, just a little clip of it. So you can really see like what's happening in the video, and that's cool to me. For some reason, I really like that. Now, one thing I also want to mention is that if you push and hold the home button here, you have all of your applications that have been opened recently. To get rid of those, you can swipe them out to the side. You can go straight to one, or let's go back down here. We're gonna hold it again. Or to get rid of all of them, you can hit remove all, and it just removes all of them. So that's kind of your multitasking. If you heard that ringtone, another 1,000 points to anybody who guesses what that's from. But anyway, that's the multitasking on the Galaxy S3. It's very nice. I like it. And that also, if you hold that down, that's also going to take you to, let me go back over there, your task manager, which this is how you get to your task manager. You go there, and it'll take you to your RAM, your downloads. You can see what you've downloaded. You can see your active applications, which the music player is active. I'm going to end that. Yes, we want to do that. Okay. You've got your storage over here. It'll show you, I've got a SD card in there. Used up a lot of that for everything, but I still have 12 whopping gigs of storage left on the phone. It comes with 16, but you know, the operating system and all that kind of stuff takes up a little bit of space. So anyway, got 32 gigs total of space on here available between the two. And anyway, so that's how you do that, and I absolutely love that feature. And how you get to it and things like that. If you double click this this home button down here, you get S voice, and it's going to search for something that we don't need. So let's do this. Let's what's the weather like today? And boom, comes up with the weather for today. 97 degrees right now here in beautiful Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And anyway, works pretty good. Sometimes it works really good. Other times it takes a little while. If I say, let's see, what's the weather like this week in Oklahoma? Let's see how fast she works for us here. Well, she's on the ball today, so not too bad. I still say Siri is probably the best little assistant on these phones so far, but I am still liking S voice as for what it is. You know, I mean, hopefully it'll continue to get better, and they'll continue to do updates for it. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You know, another thing to note about this phone is that because it's got such a large display, you would think the phone is going to be huge. But let me just show you. I'm going to grab one of my other phones here. Basically, you're looking at not too much of a difference. This is the Galaxy S Captivate right here in its case. This has a case on it too, so that's what the case is here. And this is the Samsung Focus S. So this is a Windows phone, the original Galaxy S phone, and then the Galaxy S3. The Galaxy S3 is not too much bigger. You'll notice that if we line all of these up, you'll notice that. In fact, let's do it like this right here. You'll notice that the Galaxy S3 is the gradual progression. but these are all Samsung phones, and this one's a well, actually just a 4-inch screen, 4.3-inch screen, and then a 4.8-inch screen. But the phone itself doesn't get that much bigger. It gets a little bit longer, but you know, maybe a little tiny bit wider. But not too bad, and the phone itself isn't that much bigger. So carrying it in your pocket, you're not going to worry about it. Carrying it around with you, no big deal. It's just not going to be that much of a hassle, honestly. You're gonna do good with these phones here, size-wise, and this is not going to be that much different. So I've enjoyed those phones. They've been great phones for me, but honestly, this is the best phone that I've used so far. So check out the Galaxy S3. If you have any questions about this, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. More than happy to answer any questions. I'll test anything that you want me to test. If you'd like to see other videos on this phone or certain things that it does, I'll do some videos on that. I'll probably come out with, depending on the battery life on this guy, I might come out with a battery life video specifically for this phone here pretty soon. It just kind of depends on how the battery life turns out. But if you'd like to see more on this, leave me a comment, let me know. Give me a video response if you've noticed things about this phone, you like things about it, you hate things about it, whatever. We can have a discussion about it. We can you know, review different things, test different things. So let me know. All of my links are also below to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of good thing. So go ahead and follow me on there if you'd like to see more, and we will try to give you as much information as possible. So until next time, thank you for watching. This has been EagleGarrett. We had a great time, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.